Hello everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV, ZT here. And this is going to be Game 5 of Nalra vs. Reach. Pretty excited for this one. So far it's been a pretty decent series. We've had some games better than others for sure. Game 2 kind of stands out to me, mainly because there were Dark Archons in it, but that's not the only reason. It was kind of well, I mean, okay, that was the only reason. It was a Paradox game. Paradox games are always weird, which I'm kind of learning to appreciate. If you look at the current season of ASL, I can't remember, Neosylphid or something. I can't remember what it's called. The base with a bunch of destructible terrain and like an in-base expansion that's blocked off by those cocoons, the Kerrigan cocoons. I hate that map. That is such a trash map. It doesn't make interesting games at all. Zerg just cheeses every game. Literally every game has been Zerg making Hydralisk and be like, well, I don't know, you can't defend 3 places at once, so I guess I just win. Huh. Look at me, I'm so good. Like, okay, yeah, whatever, dude. So, yeah. That is not a good example of a map. Now it was green. That is not a good example of a map that is in the pool for interesting games. I think Paradox has definitely grown on me. It's kind of not horrible. I don't know. I don't love it, but I like it better than that fucking map. I'm not just annoyed because Zergs keep chasing out Broadhouses on that map. That's not it. Okay, yeah, that's why. But look, it's stupid. That's not a fun game. The only interesting game there on that map was the game where the Zerg didn't cheese. Okay, that was mini and action, but that was such a dirty game anyway. Like, mini just made a Reaver and kind of killed action with it. So yeah, I haven't seen a single good game on that map. Although that map was a lot more entertaining for me. That was some dirty stuff. That was messed up. Anyway, back into this game from 2003. Got a PvP here. Now, as always, I am expecting someone to open Reaver, but so far these two really have not been into the Reaver openings. And we've got Reach scouting first. I wish they would just stick to their colors, but such is life. Nalra is green. That's what I remember. That's what that better be right. Oh my god. If that's not right. Now it's in my mind that Reach is green. No, Nalra is green. I'm just sticking with it. If at the end of this cast I was wrong the whole time, then I'm sorry. But I'm not recasting it. Even if it's the final. And I won't know. The sad part is I won't know until someone says GG. So I'll be like, oh, Nalra takes it. Oh, that was actually Reach. Oh. Huh. But whatever. We push on. Nalra is green. Definitely. And see, you can't even tell from the poll there. Who's who? I can't read Korean. I mean, I used to be able to phonetically read Hangul, but it doesn't really mean anything. I guess if I could do that, I would be able to read one and be like, oh, that's Reach. I was really bad at it, though. The thing is, like, you can read it, but you can't say it correctly, I guess, if that makes sense. So I would be able to, like, I would read a name in Korean and be like, okay, this means this. And they're like, no, that's completely wrong. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this was a 2-gate opener from Reach here. Actually from both players, so possibly going to see some Zealot micro here. Looks like they both scouted their opponents though. So neither of them are going to be surprised. And Reach is definitely just being sort of passive with the Zealots. He has finished his assimilator, but doesn't have any probes mining yet. Now sends them on to gas. Ooh, oh, that was Reach's probe. Okay, so scouting probe killed. Still kind of surprising. Should be able to keep that alive until Dragoons get out. But that probe was pinned down and killed. Gas started for Nalra now. Nalra now. And there's the Cyber Core for Reach. Should be seeing the same from Nalra. Don't see Cyber Core yet, so maybe producing a few more Zealots first. Do have this Zealot of Reaches trying to get some damage done to Nalra, but really not able to find any. Is almost dead. But I do think he'll have a slight tech lead, so that's something for him. Did start mining gas before Reach, so definitely have more gas to work with. Reach sending a Zealot across the map. Pulling two of Nalra sending a Zealot across the map. Pulling two of Reaches back with it. She is very worried about this game. Praying to whatever god she prays to, that her favorite player, whoever that is, wins. Alright, and the goons have started to pop, so the Zealot should not get much done. Maybe you can kill a probe, but no, it does not get one. Surrounded and gunned down. Did get that scouting info, though, so not wasted. Range on the way for Nalra. And Reach is going out on the map here. He does have map control so far, and it's going to be a 3-gate from him. He may tech into observers with that, but pretty unlikely that he does anything else, at least before taking a base, or he'll have to cut production off something. Poking at the front now. Looks like Reach wants to get in here. Dragoons trading a little bit there, but none die. Probably 2 injured goons right now, but the thing about StarCraft units is they don't actually fight worse injured. They just die faster. Trying to pick off that goon, but the Zealots of Nalra did get up and actually kill off one of Reach's Dragoons, so that did not go well for him. Nalra definitely has the Zealot lead here, which makes sense since he was off Cyber Core a little bit longer. The Zealots are kind of getting good trades here. Actually ends up really doing a great job of killing his opponent's Zealots, so now it's mostly even goon counts with a pretty solid Zealot lead for Nalra. That said, Reach has more Dragoons rallied up here now, so he is going to be able to trade back pretty effectively. One of his goons gets killed off while retreating. Another one's probably pretty injured there. I think it took a Zealot hit and at least 3 goon shots. Okay, and Citadel's done now. Is this going to be another legs timing? Now the last one was off 2 bases, but another player's expanded, so could definitely see him just pumping a few rounds of Zealots, waiting for legs, and then doing a big attack. Doesn't have any Zealots left, though, really. He did have a pretty sizable number before, but a lot of them have died now. So I'm not really sure if he's got the Zealot numbers to make that worth it. Seems like you need quite a large Zealot force to really do that sort of legs timing attack. Robotics facility for Reach. I do think he'll be getting observers. Okay, and it is Templar Archive. I do think that is the correct choice. Forge as well. Does not want to get surprised by some DTs. May also get some upgrades. I'm not sure how much you really want to upgrade, though, in a base or a game that kind of looks like it's going to be 1 base versus 1 base for a while. Obviously, if you get an upgrade, it's quite good, but with this low unit count, it might not be worth it. We do have another engagement here, and Nalra just has more stuff. His Zealots were able to tank those Dragoon shots for quite a bit longer than Reach's were, so Reach now having to run away. Looks like he's going to get his goons out. I think he lost one, but not a huge deal. And the DTs are out now for Nalra here. Observatory is almost done though, so I do think he's going to have detection in time. Now this does mean that Nalra can get total map control if he wants it. There is no potential for fighting back for Reach right now. You gotta love the passion from the Korean fans. You know, I love them. They're great. And actually, these DTs are here early enough to get some economic damage done, but instead just going after those gateways. It's actually pretty crippling to kill off your opponent's gateway like that, but yeah, one did die, so I think this attack actually kind of went well for Nalra. Reach is just going to be banking resources now, and also obviously has to remake that gateway. And okay, this makes sense, just making his Nexus. Seems unlikely that Nalra is going to be able to kill Reach. I should put it this way, either he didn't have any detection and Reach is just dead no matter what, or he got detection and it's going to be tough to kill him. So either way, making a Nexus makes sense. So that is what Nalra is doing, and actually putting some cannons over here at the entrance to his area. Not sure what else to call it. His quadrant? I don't know. So, gonna be pretty safe from an attack. I do like his spot here. Citadel of Adun now done for Reach as well. Probably going to be getting Temple Archive of his own. Ooh, run DT. Or don't, you know, whatever. Okay. DT is running, but he is cornered in there, so really just going to be delaying. And one DT sacrifice to sneak one into the main. How many robes will it get? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, 4. This is going to be huge damage. 5, 6, 7 probes killed already. I think that is going to be it, but Nalra actually gets an 8th probe there. Can he get number 9? Oh, I actually think he could have gotten it, but maybe chickened out a little bit. This DT was definitely well worth the 125 minerals and 125 gas. 9 probe kills is a lot. So, yeah, Reach is in a really tough spot here. I'm not sure what exactly he should do. He sort of needs to get a bunch of damage done, but at the same time, Nalra is cannoning up the entrance to his base there, and it protects the main and the natural, and he just has to sit back and make Dragoons, or like literally anything. I mean, maybe not just probes, but you know, any units he makes are going to be great. Looks like Reach, no, I don't think he's got a support bay. Yeah, so there's not any Reaver. He's going to try to drop here, and I like it, but Nalra is being really safe. Actually adding cannons at his natural as well. So going to be tough for these units to actually get any damage done. These cannons will buy time for him to get his army back there to defend. So I think Nalra is pretty impenetrable. The cannons aren't quite done yet. DT going to do a pretty good job of pushing through that cannon. Wow, I'm surprised. Oh, there was DT that canceled it. Okay. 1, 2 probes, 3, 4. Decent damage done. Oh, but actually, Nalra is attacking at the same time. I didn't even realize that DT of Reach is doing a great job of pushing back against that army. I don't know why Nalra is attacking. His opponent has no expansion. Maybe he doesn't know that, but he is forced to abandon his own expansion. This Dragoon of Reaches is in his main doing damage. Now, it is going to get killed off, and he should be able to retake that natural. I don't think the Nexus is dead yet. It was just 1 DT, but this is honestly a really good drop from Reach. He got a ton of damage done with this. I'd love to see his natural right now. Is that Nexus dead, or is it not? Oh my god, the DT is killing his robo facility, but the Observer comes out in time. And it is killed off. I didn't even realize what they were reacting at. That was so close. I think that's actually 1 hit away. Now there is a DT here hitting this natural Nexus, but it is still got like 1/3 HP. I think the Observer is going to get here in time. Yeah, it will. So just barely Naora saves both buildings. That's pretty huge for him. Naora even taking the top left in the meantime. Kind of a cheeky move. Learning from Reach a little bit here. Reach, I don't know what he has to do, man. That drop seems like it was kind of his last chance. It was so close to killing off the robotics facility. I think one more hit would have been enough. But in the end, he really doesn't get either of those buildings. Did get some good probe damage done. He's dropping another DT and Dragoon in Reach's base, trying to focus down that Nexus, but a wall with the Dragoons should... Actually, no, there's no detection here, and it does end up going down. Huge pick off there for Reach. Gets a probe as well. Now, Reach does have that other base, so I think what he's going to do is just send his probes up there. So, economically, he's still ahead, but this does buy some good time for Reach to... So, I was saying, Naora has that base up in the top left. This does buy some time for Reach to maybe get his own expansion up and play a game. It's still tough, though. He's just been down a base this whole game. Naora here, I think, probably assumes that Reach has expanded, so he is moving out. Gonna try to put some pressure on Reach, maybe try to break this position. See, it's tough. He doesn't have the same information we do, and he is attacking in here. A couple DTs are getting on top of his army right away, along with all those Zealots, but the Dragoons are more or less surrounded immediately. And it looks like Naora's units are pushing through this area really effectively. Archon's doing a lot of damage to these units as well. Now the DTs kind of saved the day a little bit for Reach here. They're at least going to keep him alive. Looks like Reach or Naora did not have sufficient detection here, so either his Observer got picked off somehow, or he just didn't bring that OBS with him. And Reach is taking that base, so he is going to get that second base income. Now I think the mains might be close to mining out. I'm not sure. It's like Reach has remade his Nexus at his natural, so he's going to be up onto 3 Nexus here. Reach, even with this natural Nexus done, is going to be behind still. Now this DT has been wreaking havoc. In the meantime, more probe kills. He's got 3, it looks like. 4 now. 4 probe kills. And pretty good for 1 DT, honestly. And maybe, strictly speaking, resource-wise, not quite what you want. You know, like 125 gas is probably worth more. So it's like 250 resources to 200 with the minerals, but probes are kind of weird. you gotta compare all the resources that a probe would mine as well against just their cost. So at the end of the day, 4 probes, probably a decent trade for a Dark Templar. Not an insane one, but Naora is attacking in here again with 2 Archons and a decent Zealot count, but there are still cannons here. Those are going to help Reach a lot. Does have detection here, so able to actually kill off those DTs, and there's just no units for Reach. He's got 1 Goon and 1 DT left. I think just the Archons could finish that off, but there's an Archon with those Archons, plus a bunch of other stuff. You can see it on Reach's face. I think he is coming to terms with his loss here, and yeah, definitely looks like Naora is going to take this one. He is on top of Reach's production. Really no... Wow, actually look at the probes in that main. There's not really much left going on for them. Those DTs do manage to kill off 1, actually both of the Archons, so that's something. Was Naora attacking the Forge for the AoE damage on the DTs? Is that what I just saw? That's kind of wild. I'm not sure if that's actually good, but that might have been what he was doing. either way, he does have some goons left in his opponent's base after the fighting is all done, which means there is nothing to fight back against them, and it looks like now he's going to go over to his opponent's natural here and finish that off as well. Only 2 goons here to defend, desperately trying to make some cannons, but I don't think they're going to be done in time. Probe's getting pulled and fighting an Archon. That is not going to be good enough. And reach, GG's. I did have it right. Now Ra was green the whole time. Why would you doubt me? Never doubt me, ever. That's what I've learned in life. Never doubt me. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that game and the whole match. Well played by Nara. He's going to be in the finals here against whoever wins the next best of 5. Tune in to see.